We'll go back to Richard O'Brien from Adelaide. And Richard, you wrote the Rockky Horror Show and played Riff Raff in the original stage seasons and the movie. Where did this entirely wonderful but slightly bizarre idea come from?
Well, I just loved the B movies and science fiction. It was a great love of mine. I was a high school dropout, and very lowbrow, and I loved populist things, populist films, comics, and all the stuff that we weren't supposed to like. And I derived great pleasure from all that stuff, and I decided to put it all together and have some fun with it. Really, it was just simply written for fun, for no other reason than amusement.
And it's brought so many of us so much joy. Let's take a look at you in action as Riff Raff in the film.
Your face out on sensation, like you're under sedation. Let's do the time again. Let's do the time again.
Now, Richard, tonight in Adelaide, and this is amazing news, and I'm very jealous that I'm stuck here in Sydney and not in Adelaide, you're going to take to the stage once again to join the cast of the Australian production as it celebrates Rocky's 50th anniversary.
Absolutely right. I'm the eye candy. That's why I'm there.
Beauty skill dropout.
What will you be doing? What part are you doing?
I'm just going to top and tail it. I'm just going to come on at the beginning and do the opening speech and then the final speech in the piece this evening, because you know the others have been employed to do that. You know, and here I am, an interloper.
But what a treat for audiences to get to see you on stage for the 50th anniversary production. That's amazing.
It's fantastic. It had such an impact and continues to have such an impact because Rocky's been playing somewhere on stage in the world continuously for 50 years, and its themes of acceptance and being true to yourself, they only seem to be more relevant as time goes on. Isn't that right?
It was never meant to be instructive in any way. It was never meant to be have any political content. It was never meant to change anybody's lives. But now, with authoritarianism and fascism raising its head all over the world, in the United States and Poland and Africa, it suddenly Rocky is important. In a ways that we would never have imagined when it first started.
No, it is absolutely incredible. And Richard, we've been lucky enough to have some of the other original cast members on Studio 10 on our show, and it hasn't always gone according to plan. Here's what happened the last time Nell Campbell, who of course played Columbia, was on the show.
Why the hell you're wearing those shoes, I don't know. Ladies, I would like to make an announcement to all women in all countries in the world. Stop it. You don't need to wear follow me home and me shoes, OK? I mean...
Now we are live on air. We're going to have to... we can't even bleep. So, yes, she dropped the F-bomb live on air. Is that the Nell you remember?
Indeed it is. In fact, I'm going to be seeing her in May, but she's coming to London to celebrate 50 years of Rocky there, so I'm looking forward to that. She's even going to do her own show there. What's it called? Something... Nell's a poppin', or... No, I'm making that up.
Do you keep in touch and get to catch up with the rest of the cast? Because I know Patricia Quinn, of course, and Barry Bostwick, yes, and Susan Sarandon.
Susan sent me, I was 75, 6 years ago, and she sent me a delightful birthday treat in form of a video. That was Susan. Nell I keep in touch with by email, and Pat I see when I'm back in England, yes.
And Tim Curry?
Tim I haven't seen for many years. Tim, as we all know, suffered a severe stroke a few years ago, and he's been recuperating very, very slowly, and we send him all our best.
Well, it has been such a treat to catch up with you. And as I say, I'm insanely jealous of all the people in Adelaide who are going to get to see you live on stage to celebrate the 50th anniversary of this amazing show that you created. Rockky Horror is currently on in Adelaide. Then it heads to Melbourne, Perth and Canberra. Head to rockyhorror.com.au 4 tickets and don't miss it. Richard, thanks so much for coming on the show.
Thank you so much for having me.